of the jungle, huh?
My father's parole board fix. Time matters.
What matters most is loyalty.
Now, there's something I need you to do for me. I don't want to die in here.
You deserve better.
And you deserve me. Don't deny that you think this.
The lion, Mellow.
What do you know?
Jordan, what are your roles on this film?
I'm predominantly a Screen Actors Guild actor. I've been in the union for about 5 or 6 years, and I've always looked at this project as an acting vehicle to kind of advance my acting activities in the film industry. On this particular project, I wrote the script around 10 years ago, and I've continually refined it because I always wanted to use it as kind of like a similar project to what Matt Damon and Ben Affleck did with Good Will Hunting. I was really enamored by the hard work that they put into that, and the fact that they could take material that's so close to their heart, something that was very emotional to them, and then they were able to not only have a hand in the writing of it, but then actually perform the underlying emotions. I wanted to see how they were able to put traction together to make a film like that work, because I wanted to use that as a model because it was so successful. They had more than a home run, it was like a grand slam. And then I really studied what Damien Chazelle did with his Whiplash short. I have a lot of respect for him as well. He was doing a lot of writing, and he was cultivating his craft that way, but he also has a director in him, obviously, so talented. And I really wanted to follow the model of an extended length short film like that to really showcase what a full-length feature film could be. And we're really trying to adopt that model, like the short script that we have for this project, to try to cultivate a feature.
After you lost the baby, I can't deal with losing anymore.
So on this one, I guess I'm the writer, I'm the actor who plays Nick Destino, and I'm also serving as producer.
And just gonna set. And action.
It's almost robotic.
Yeah.
He wants him to act.
He's saying a lot.
It's humbling to be able to serve on more than one role in a project. I wouldn't recommend it if you can really provide your entire sense of full commitment to the endeavor. I think it's very, very difficult. It makes you earn it. What I do like about being a producer, you have an active role and influence in directing or guiding the entire direction of the project. And you can really put your stamp on maybe some of the touchstones that you really want to herald as the more important pieces or motifs or themes that you're trying to explore in a story. That part's really nice, and I really enjoy the collaboration that I've had with my director, Igor Yunata, our director of photography, Aaron Alex, many of the other crew, actors such as Vic Babertuni, who's playing Leon, my brother in the film, and several other people. So it's nice to be participating in every aspect of the filmmaking process and the producing side. Mm-hmm. On the acting side, I mean, it's always a privilege to work, and what greater privilege than to be able to act in something that you've written that's close to your heart. So I'm really, really proud of the work that we've done, and I'm so happy that, you know, I've been afforded the opportunity to do that.
What inspired your current project for Brothers in Arms?
So, Los Angeles is a thriving cosmopolitan city. I mean, I've always looked at it in the sense that everyone is from somewhere else, for the most part. Very rare to find like a local Angelino that's been here born and raised their whole life. So because of that, I was raised in Canada to Italian parents, and my father had to leave his whole family after the Second World War. Europe was ravaged. They emigrated to Canada, and then I grew up there the first 19 years, and then I kind of decided to forge my own path, where I moved to Hawaii for like 12 years, and then I moved to Los Angeles. And I used to always find every time I'd go home, people's lives would continue going. They would have kids, or they would be traversing in their different career fields, and you find the commonality of your background is what is afforded to you as the link or the causal connection that you have with the people that are so close to you. So I wanted to adopt a story where you see divided family and the impact that distance and separation plays on family. And do the bonds that connect, do they disband? Or is there a way for them to be redeemed or come back together? So I decided to explore, I guess, that theme in the context of two brothers that, due to tragic family circumstances, broken family for lack of a better term, they become divided and separated, and their upbringings are so different. And then I wanted to explore what happens after all that separation when they're going to collide later on in life. And I think that recipe, if you want to call it that, I mean, it holds a lot of hope for things like redemption and courage and being able to salvage something in a relationship. I kind of like those things.
How long have you worked on the film, and how did it come together?
The screenplay, it's been a good 10 years. Probably I've rewritten it about 34 times, 35 times, something like that. I can't even count anymore, but I think you have to do that in the rewriting process to really refine it and see like which aspects of the story deserve their own direction, which characters should be developed more. And you're weaving a fabric, a collage of all these different emotions and people that have to interact and collide.
I want to transfer to an out-of-state prison, and I want full witness protection.
No way. You're not getting shit.
No. Maybe. But first you have to give.
As an actor, what do you want audiences to feel from your performance playing Nick?
You know, the inherent struggle. I mean, I saw Vic's interview that he made as well with regard to the story and his role in the project, and I think that a lot of the things that he touched on are very similar to my character as Nick Destino. I mean, I always looked at Nick when he enters a story. There's a scene at an overpass. He's looking at the city that he's designed to protect in his role as a police lieutenant. And I look at him as kind of a character who's kind of trapped in an emotional purgatory of sorts. He's lost as well, just like his brother. And they're lost in very different ways. He had a better upbringing than Leon did, but he still grew up with very extended family. And he seeks the counsel of a priest in the story because he's trying to find mentorship wherever he can find it. And I like to think of them as they're dual characters trapped in the same tragic dance. I believe that Nick specifically has really pushed people away in an intimate setting because everyone that has been close to him has been taken away. And as a result, he's very reserved to allow others to get into the confines of that emotional circle that he has. So he has to protect himself because it's taken a lot for him to get through a lot of the traumatic or tragic aspects of his childhood. So I see him as he's definitely a flawed character. He has some OCD traits because he has to feel a sense of control over his circumstances because so many things have been derailed in his life. I also see him as a man bent on a mission to invoke structure and change because I think the more control he can manifest, the more stable he's going to feel because there's kind of a micro element. A lot of these characters are walking on sandy or it's unstable ground.
And action.
We grilled a guy today. Didn't go well.
Yo, that's crazy. Yo, you the other one?
What is the overall message that you want to communicate from this film?
That's a good question. I'm an optimist, so I want to believe that when bad things happen to good people, or anyone for that matter, that things can be redeemed and that you don't have to be a victim of your past. Every moment that you have is an opportunity for change or advancement or progress. And I really think that that is really exploring the relationship between these two brothers especially, and the dynamic they have in their relationship together. That just because you grow up separated or you don't have the same opportunities as someone else, I want to believe that you can overcome that and find something better or more meaningful. So I guess I want some of the things that we're exploring in this film for people to translate that for maybe some of the things in their own lives, because that's what stories should do, at least the great ones anyway. They should shine the spotlight back on us as just normal, everyday people, to see like how our lives are impacted by our surrounding circumstances and what we can always do to be better or do better.